Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a rating your one-woman doom stack covering Katarin and Katarin. Now, this is a one-woman doom stack that I never really expected to be submitted, so I got to give the guy kudos for this because this might actually be kind of viable. Now, this guy here has got a YouTube channel and he's made a video based on this, so I'm going to link that in the description if you want to check that out after the video or before the video. It's up to you. But kudos to Total War Hamster for the idea of this one. So, we're up against three full stacks of Clan Molder. This looks like endgame crisis stuff. We've got the Worm Spike, so she doesn't have the Sword of Cain. I would have accepted the Sword of Cain with this, but this guy hates the Sword of Cain on one-man doom stacks, and that's fair enough. Crystal Cloak, that makes sense. Ward save, and the passive ability for Crystal Cloak's really good. Talisman of Preservation, Mirror of the Ice Queen. This is essential. This is where we're going to dish out all the damage, turns her into a Mortis Engine. And then Van Horseman Speculum. Got three banners here. Banner of the Eternal Flame, Banner of Swiftness, or Banner of Orthodoxy. Now he's put on the Banner of Eternal Flame, but I'm actually going to go with the Banner of Swiftness because at some point in this battle I may need to bail on the fight, and getting that extra speed might be what's needed to just get her out of the fight just a little bit. So, and that extra flame damage, it's only going to hurt the Hell Pit Abominations, really, and we shouldn't be fighting them. The way we win this is by killing off everything else. She can't really handle those kind of single entities. Anyway, let's jump in here and see how it goes. Now, he did send in instructions on how to do this, but I am not going to do what he suggested because I think, based on what he wrote, it's extremely, luck-based. I think he got very lucky based on what he wrote. And I'm going to try to go with something that can be repeated reliably and get the same result every single time. That's what I'm going to try to do. So, enemy have got some reinforcements coming in. We've got Stalk to begin with because she has Snitch's defeat trait. What we want to do is understand how the AI works. We want them to blob up against us, right? Now, typically speaking, they're not going to go full aggression until their reinforcements have come into the battlefield and they've reformed, and then they start moving into attack mode. Right now, they're in defense mode, so if I go charging at them right now, they're just going to sit there, and I'm only going to be fighting one or two units. So what I want to do is stand over here, wait for these reinforcements to come over here, and then when they've cleared this area, I run over to this reinforcement zone and wait for them to come back and get me here. That way, when they've got more reinforcements coming in, they'll immediately come into the fight because we want as many of their units to crowd around her as possible at any given time. Now, he did also recommend to try to charge up some Winds of Magic at the start of the battle, which I think makes sense. So we just got to wait. Now's not the right time to go in at them. And what we want to be doing is constantly casting Crystal Sanctuary, because without it we've only got about 50% physical resistance, of 60% if you have a look here. 34 plus 25%, yeah, 59% physical resistance. That is normally not going to cut it, but if we pop this down, then she goes well over 100% ward save, which, oh, hang on, I actually got discovered. It's okay, just wait. Not end of the world. Once they get over there and they start coming at us, we need to get over to here. We're parking ourselves right there. Actually, maybe even fighting in the forest isn't too bad because it'll make the Hell Pit Abominations lose 20% of their melee attack, and it's not that high to begin with. So that means they would lose what, 12 melee attack there? Yeah, making it a lot harder for them to hit, because they're the biggest concern here, for sure. Plenty of Winds of Magic. Alright, just wait. Once they start marching towards us, we know that they're going on the attack. Just be patient here. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go over here and start fighting these Plague Claw catapults. Guess I'm not going to. Oh, come on, don't get shot by that. She's also got regen, so I think what he did was have the Vampire Endgame Crisis. I think it's actually Ultimate Crisis, right? Ooh, God. I need to get that Warp Lightning right away. Maybe even pop this down on them. Not sure. Let's move. The Plague Claw catapults don't concern me, but the Warp Lightning definitely does. Yeah, you've got the Vampire in-game crisis, and when that happens, if you've already defeated the Sylvanians before the endgame crisis, they come back and Isabella is a lord, allowing you to get the defeat trait. Yeah, without cheating. Don't need to pop this down right now, we're not taking any serious damage. Now she's not unbreakable, so if we ever routed, that would obviously be a big problem. As much as possible, I really don't want to fight the Hell Pit Abominations, but there's not much I can do about them. I can't really outrun them that easily. Oh, actually, she might be able to. What's going on over here isn't too bad. But yeah, what we really want to do is fight all of this big infantry. Nice big blob right near the edge here, so that they can just be removed from the battlefield. Also, keeping her close to the edge of the map will make it harder for the enemies to surround her. I did say that maybe she should fight in the forest, but not sure about that now. Alright, let's do this. I don't think she's going to be able to duel a Hell Pit Abomination. You can see that it has a pretty low chance of actually hitting her. Those abilities definitely do help. Okay, let's pop this down. We should have enough magic now to get through the rest of the battle. Good. Now they're crowding around us. This is exactly what we want. To send everything you got us. And also, see, we're not getting hit in the rear because we put our backs against the wall. So she'll take damage slower. We've also got this one over here. That's it. That's it, guys. Crowd around. Closer they get the Mirror of the Ice Queen in there. No, she is actually dueling the Hell Pit Abomination and winning. And she's taken next to no damage. Because normally when you get surrounded, right, you're getting hit in the rear, which is where you have 0 melee defense. But in this case here, her melee defense is, reasonably speaking, holding on. The problem is they regenerate really quickly, those Hell Pit Abominations. Oh, they're getting their regen on as well. Well, we've so far dealt out 14,000 damage.
Supreme leader. No magic attack.
We don't need to pop this down while we've got such massive melee defense and debuffed on them. Now we could use Heart of Winter, but it's fairly expensive on Winds of Magic, so that could be an issue. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with this battle is definitely the Hell Pit Abominations. And while flame attacks definitely would be useful, I think at some point we're going to need to try to run away. That's why we put on the extra speed. So she's currently on 114% ward save, which is the maximum. Yeah, look at all these units in here. Most of them getting affected by it. 32,000, doing like 500 damage a tick there. And that's it, she's just got her back to the wall. That's exactly what we want. They just can't dish out damage to her quickly. That's it, bring more of your troops over here. The more that are here, the more I can kill. She's gone in there a little bit, okay. Come on. Got perfect vigor, so them getting exhausted is going to lower their stats even more. Oh, that didn't cast. She must have got disrupted. Okay, don't need to pop them down while this is active. Slowly regenerating while these abilities are going on. 50,000 damage, only a tiny little bit of damage done to her. But yeah, leadership, like 76 is pretty good, but you see, you get occasionally these big drops in leadership. Okay. Rise us a few seconds while that's active. Now we are mortis engineering the Hell Pit Abominations, but we really can't expect that to get them. We're pushing her around a fair bit. Thing is, if I was in the center here, we would do more damage. But the problem is that they just push us around, and we can't move while this is active. But that being said, 72,000 damage. We are wrecking them, big time wrecking them. It's just a matter of, is she also getting wrecked? Also got this, which I think right now don't really need it. What I'll do is if they ever rout these Hell Pit Abominations, I'll get that to pursue them, or if they're really close to getting killed, because this is anti-large. Try your best to actually kill these Hell Pit Abominations. How much damage have they done? Not that much. Yeah, actually not that much. So what's doing the damage to it? The Storm Vermin? 4 damage? Okay.
Katarin. Yes.
100,000 damage been done so far. Could pop down the Heart of Winter, which would wreck him, but he said not to do that. If we ever drop down to about 3,000 health, it might be a good idea to run away. Not from the battle, but just like give her a chance to regen. That being said, if she's hit her regen cap, maybe I will need to use Heart of Winter. We've also got Death Frost, which is okay against single entities, but also just a terrible spell in general. Come on, cast before they hit you. Good. And yeah, look, they're all getting affected by it, and she's now dished out 120,000 in damage. She's surrounded here, though. These artillery pieces are actually helping us. They're obstructions. They get in the way. That's what we want. She's holding on. Also got this as well. Actually, that would be better when their leadership is already quite low, just to get them off the battlefield. Ooh, took a few hits there. Yeah, I just can't have that active 100% of the time. Alright, look, we've got lots of Winds of Magic. I really need to start actually winning the battle. Let's pop down a Heart of Winter. Because, yeah, that damage is pretty bad there. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that just deletes them there. Heart of Winter in this sort of situation here is actually really good. And they just got rid of most of their infantry straight up. Okay, now she needs a bit of a break. I need to, I don't think I can actually get out just yet. Although we cleared out so many of them. God damn, look at those kills. She's still hanging on. She's still hanging on. We're alright. Oh, she's about to hit her max regen. We don't have any more health. Sorry, any more magic to put into our pool there. So that's all we've got left. Which means if we're going to do another Heart of Winter, don't wait too long. Still got this as well. Just want the rest of them to come in. These guys won't come in because the reinforcement zone has been kind of blocked. She's slowly recovering. I won't be able to do this too much more. She's running out. Wondering if we should pop down that Heart of Winter. I really want these guys to come in. I think I'm going to need to. We just got to get rid of these units. Because right now, trying to get the army losses, that's going to make a big deal. Also, once we get rid of these infantry here, this should actually delete them. I might be able to make a run for it, although the Brood Horror is not going to let us get away. We've got enough left for 3 more of these casts. Okay, I gotta get her out of here, I think. Just give her some time to regen. No, actually, there's no point. She's already at her max health. Max regen, that is. We just need to try to make do with this as best we can. I just hope we can actually get the army losses, which I'm not sure if we can. Just not sure. Because, yeah, the problem... Oh, look at this one here. That's max regen. The problem here is definitely these fucking bloody Hill Pit Abominations. She's just not well equipped to dealing with them. Oh, no. It must be actually costing us 9 wins of magic. Yeah, sometimes the game lies about that stuff. Well, it looks like she just took a lot of damage. No, we can't do Heart of Winter again. She's just about out of regen. Yeah, the problem here is definitely the Hell Pit Abominations. Just not being able to get rid of them is a huge issue. So maybe I didn't actually need to get the Banner of Swiftness. Put these down. Just got to get that army losses now. Most of their units, all of their units have come onto the battlefield. It's just a case of, can we kind of deliver the final blow? Got this as well if we absolutely need it, which I might. Alright, looks like this will be my last cast. Yeah, try to get rid of this Warlord here, because he's on a Brood Horror. Oh, we did it! God damn! I wasn't really sure if that would work, and I didn't end up needing this as well. How about that? Look at that. Katarin took on 3 full stacks of Endgame Crisis army by herself. God damn it. Now that's fucking impressive. It was a bit touch and go there. She didn't break. She'd be tougher with the Sword of Cain as well. Because she'd have the ward save constantly. God damn. Well, she's definitely no Malice Darkblade. Don't get me wrong. She's not going to score a 1 on the Malice Darkblade scale. But it's just an unexpected one-man or one-woman Doomstack. Just want to have a brief look at her traits and see if there's anything that he missed that could be useful. In terms of her equipment, I think he chose well. All of those items are very useful. I think I actually chose poorly on the banner. I should have gone on the flame one, which is what he said to do. I should have just stuck with it. Because we would have done more damage to the Hell Pit Abominations. Which were pissing me off. And I didn't end up using my speed anyway, so it went to waste. Yeah, so I should have used that. Might have gone a little bit better.
They are not barbarians.
Alright, let's have a look at this. So, traits-wise, I approve of all of the equipment stuff. Yep, alright, let's have a look at traits. So, first what we're looking for is physical. Okay, there's Throt's trait. Do you have the... You didn't max it out. You missed out on 10% extra hit points. Okay. So this isn't even maximum power yet. Right. Because that would have helped. It, you know, could have lasted a bit longer in combat. Alright, looking at resistances. You got Doomslayer there. That's one of them. Great Green Killer's the other one. And then there's a third one that you need. Yeah, there it is, Pride Assassin. Okay, so you got all the physical resistance ones. That looks like it's been trait managed. The thing is, though, if that has been trait managed, he's got a bunch of traits here that we didn't really need. That isn't, like, that's actually pretty good. Like, you don't need Grimgor Ironhide's trait. You got the victory over Nurgle stuff there. That, like, you just get rid of that. You also got a bunch of crappy traits here. Okay, I think this is what's happened, right? It does look like it's been trait managed, but I think what's actually happened is this. He played his campaign, playing it normally throughout all of this part here, getting all these traits, and then he stopped using Katarin. And then would recruit her only when needed to, like, deal with certain legendary lords, which is why all of a sudden you just end up with all of these traits here, but you've still got all these shit ones over here. Like, she doesn't need Dauntless, she doesn't need Musterer, she doesn't need Master Mason. These are garbage. Assault Expert, she doesn't need that. Impenetrable Wall, that's actually important. Green Skinner, she doesn't need that. Supervisor, doesn't need it for the battle. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of crap traits. So it kind of looks like it's been trait managed, but also I can kind of see the story of it, where he was using it for, like, maybe the first 50 turns, pulled her out, and only recruited her to fight particular legendary lords and then disband her. But the problem is, because the trait manager exists, there's always going to be that suspicion of, oh, that's definitely trait managed. But another thing to keep in mind here is that I don't see Krokgar's defeat trait. If you're going to trait manage, why don't you put in Krokgar's defeat trait? 10 extra melee defense for her, that would have been great because she was getting hit in melee. So reducing the chance to hit by 10%, that's really good. Same thing with Nakai's defeat trait. Why are both Nakai and Krokgar's trait not in here if this was trait managed? Like, you don't need Malekith's defeat trait either. Okay, and the thing is as well, getting the physical resistance traits and Throt's defeat trait is all really easy for her. She starts near Throt in the first place, so that's not a problem to get. Archaon's just over here. Sigvald's just over here. It's a bit of a walk to go to get Wurzag's defeat trait, but when you're 249 turns into it, I guess that's definitely possible. So that's what happened there. I mean, it's really hard to say whether or not something has or hasn't been trait managed because they can hide that stuff in the save file. It is vanilla compatible. There are some mods that aren't vanilla compatible, but that one definitely is. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Oh, wait, I gotta rate it. It was good in this situation, for sure. Really good, and I'm very impressed by it. Kudos to this guy for doing this. In terms of how many Malice Darkblades is this worth, I gotta say it's probably like 0.5, right? Because at the end of the day, she just can't duel things. She can take out mass amounts of infantry. She's got no good spells at dealing with single entities. Single entity lords will just come in and kill her, and that's something that Malice Darkblade can slaughter. And most of the other one-man doom stacks, they're good in melee, like Morgr and Taurox. They can take out, like Taurox would have just killed those Hell Pit abominations like it was nothing. Same thing with Morgr. That's one area that she just can't deal with. All the infantry stuff, that's easy. Most lords are good against infantry, but I'm still very impressed that you managed to get a spellcaster lord to be able to melee 3 full stacks away. So 0.5 in terms of the score, but kudos for the attempt anyway. This was never going to be able to match Malice Darkblade. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.